Hello and welcome back to OT, the podcast. We're here to talk about something a little bit different today, Andy.
Yeah,
I'm Felix Schultz and you're...
Andy Green, and yeah, as you said, well, we might end up talking about watches knowing us, but no, Felix, we have an exciting new collaboration that we wanted to just do a quick update episode on. So a bit different from the usual releases, but this is a very different project for us. So what we have, Felix, and I'm really excited. It's been sort of very fast paced and it's been happening in the background. But we have a collaboration with RAMA WORKS, which is huge, and we'll talk about them in a second. But it launched on April 1st, but it's very, very real. This is not a joke. This is legit.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the comments over on RamaWorks' Instagram, there was a lot of, is this fake? But
Yeah,
it is not fake news, Andy Green. It is real news.
100%.
And I'm gonna ask you, because this has been like 100% your baby from the
Uh-huh.
OT side. So I'm gonna ask you all the probing questions shortly. But I thought, there's a lot of people out there who might not know about Rama Works, which is kind of the boat that you and me were in a few years ago when I think we sort of just stumbled across their Instagram and
Yeah.
noticed that they were in Australia and they were doing some quite cool stuff that we'll sort of get into. But basically, I don't even know how to sort of describe them. They're essentially they're like a high end keyboard and design firm that makes some pretty phenomenal products. They're huge. Like I don't think we realized how big they were until recently. There's I don't know, Andy. Tell me what's the connection with Rama Works and watches?
Yeah, like as you said, predominantly mechanical keyboards, which is an entire world in itself. Keycaps, keyboards, dampening,
Switches.
switches. They do accessories as well. They do their own sort of merchandise. But yeah, as you said, RamaWorks are basically, I'd probably call them the AP of the mechanical keyboard
That's a nice.
world.
That's yeah. That fits. They're
In terms of that, the quality, the design, the hype, there is crazy, crazy hype. Every time they do a release, it is just insane. If people miss out, the stuff pops up for premiums on, Reddit.
yeah.
There's, entire threads dedicated to it. Their last product that they did phenomenally, but that called the Cara, they dropped a YouTube video and it has had like 400,000 views on YouTube. Like it's insane when we say big. And
People care about keyboards.
people care about keyboards, and the overlap between watches and mechanical keyboards is, it's pretty obvious
Yeah.
when you're into mechanical objects. Bit of an old timely feel about them. You don't need that loud sort of clicking sound, or you could always, dampen it. But also the customization, which I think we're seeing more and more of in watches as well. And
Yeah.
as you said, based here in Melbourne, Australia, we've become quite good friends with with Kate and Rama from Rama
Yeah.
Works, and so we thought, well, why not do something together?
I've just been thinking. Well, when you said they're sort of like the AP, I think you're
Mm.
right. Like they're AP, but they're also a little bit more bespoke. Like I sort of think of them somewhere between AP and Urwerk. Like they're
Oh
doing
yeah,
some wild stuff. Like it's for the mechanical keyboard world. Like this is not like Logitech or
no,
it's not, or even like those gaming ones like Razer or that sort of stuff. This is a bit
no, no, no,
more
no, no.
very
Serious,
design oriented, super top notch construction. But
meticulous details. Like I've never received any item that's so thoughtfully packed, so thoughtfully designed, every like to the point of a millimeter.
yeah,
Every single thing is really,
everything's
really thought
custom.
out.
It's crazy. Hey, who wants these sort of keyboards, Andy? Who's this for? Like,
So, and again, it's taken me a long time to kind of being good friends with these guys, work out the mechanical keyboard world, but it's predominantly gamers. I'd say people that like sort of collecting
and
keyboards and
having
building
no
them because
latency.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you build these things, right? So you might buy the keyboard and you might get your switches and your keycaps from somewhere else. Um, so it's really interesting, especially over the last 12 months, because you've got obviously everyone's working from home, so maybe they want to update or upgrade the home setup. There's people that just like building things and customizing and making it personal to them.
Mm.
The kind of DIY nature as well, I think, is quite interesting because it's sort of it's like the Technic Lego, right? Like you get
Mm.
it. spend 2 days building it, you have fun, and then you buy another one and do it again. And that's certainly the approach that people have to these to RAMA Works in general, is they just buy everything that they do
Yeah.
because it's, and then they collect them. And you see their fans on Instagram, and it's like they have 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 of their keyboards all
Yeah.
kind of set up on display. It's a really interesting
It's like
world, but also I
sneakers
think,
or what? It's yeah, like sneakers or watches or anything, I suppose.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, anyone that would use like a custom configuration would also be interested as well. So if you're into video editing
Yeah.
or music editing, or,
Pop,
any sort of,
pop some macros
really
on there.
anything. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And part of the beauty is it can be all, custom to you and unique, which I think in general people really want.
Speaking about customs, though,
Yeah.
this is some pretty custom stuff that
Yeah.
you've cooked up. What are we
Yeah.
talking about here? What are we looking at?
The collaboration, and I should say how it came about. So we recently did the t-shirts with First Product, Primo Gelato, and Hans Pancakes. Obviously, they are all sold out. They're all gone. We might do some different colors or some other products later, but we wanted to do this update episode because we know a lot of people missed out. We still have DMs asking us if they can get them, and it's sort of really weird, but also cool to say
No.
sorry, sold out. But we also have this exciting new thing that you can get. So Rama Works sort of said, "Hey, we'd love to do something. We love this design. We love the Hans pancake shirt, especially. Could we think of a business for us?" And like I said before, Rama Works fits perfectly into that sort of anti flipper,
Mm,
sentiment with the fake businesses. And we thought, well, what better object to flip than a burger?
makes
The
sense.
Rama Works products, again, huge premiums on the reseller sites and on Reddit and that sort of thing. So we
Mhm.
thought, all right, let's do it. And we took the idea of, it is a collaboration. So why don't we do a combo deal? Why don't we do a few things and put them all together like you would with, say, a burger,
Yep.
and come up with this fake business?
Drink
So
and
the
chips.
business is, yeah, the business is Rama's Burgers, which is sort of a futuristic burger joint, if you will. And so the first piece of the puzzle is a t-shirt. So black only. It's
Hmm.
$48 US. Same t-shirts that we used before,
Yep.
making them here in Melbourne. Same designer, so all very sort of Melbourne centric, and obviously Rama Works Melbourne based as well.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So the front, has Rama Works underneath, so that it's black again, red, white, yellow, some really nice sort of colors on the front. Combo deal with a side of OT the podcast being us. The back I really love. It's got this sort of robot burger chef, I guess,
Sure.
because
Yep.
it's the
It's the
future. It's
future.
2083.
Yeah.
World famous flips is the slogan, which I thought which was quite nice.
Yep. But it's not just a t-shirt, Andy. What else is
No.
there?
So we also have a keycap, which naturally we had to do, and we've taken the futuristic burger theme and we've created a black keycap. So it's aluminium, black base with red and yellow enamel filled.
Yeah.
So the two colors, and it's cherry profile. For those in the keyboard, know that
Yep.
it's going to fit into the escape row. So that top row on the keyboard,
Yep.
it looks really cool. The yellow and the red really pop on that black base.
Yeah, nice. And for those of you enjoying this through the solely audio podcasting, it's kind of imagining a Big Mac crossed with a Dalek and a tank.
Yeah, it's got some sort of antenna
Yeah.
coming out of it.
Is it a friendly burger or is it there to kill? What do you think, Andy?
Uh, Depends where you place it on the keyboard. If it's on the escape, if it
Nice.
replaces your escape button,
Yeah. Or,
it's there to kill.
whereas if it's an execute command, nice. But and what's
These are going to be collectible as well. It's a whole world, so I would recommend getting one.
so? What are you looking at?
And
What's the damage on that?
45 US.
Okay. And the last piece of the puzzle, the combo deal,
The last piece of the combo deal is the wallet, otherwise known as the inventory, which is really cool. It's a lightweight sort of
card wallet.
wallet that they make. Yeah, they make out of aluminium. It's sort of bead blasted and anodized. So again, it's black with a black rubber band around it. It's got some really cool enamel filled details, so it matches the keycap perfectly. The same sort of burger on there, and then on the inside, there's also some laser etched goodness, which
Mm.
you might we'll link it up so you can see
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
little slogan on the inside is. But Felix, we've both been using one of the RamaWorks inventories for ages now. What do
Yeah.
you think of them?
It's literally been my wallet for like the last few years. The inventory
Yeah.
too. Mine's beaten up, which is kind
Yep.
of cool. Like it's got like that bottom edge. It's got that PVD scratched up vibe, but it's
Mm.
fine. Like it sort of makes you think about what you carry and what you need.
Yep.
And these days, I find like my phone is doing what my wallet used to do. I'm like, literally, I never really take it out. But it's cool. Like, I mean, it's good for flex for for business cards or for like your key pass. It's a cool thing, and even if you don't use it for your wallet, I think you can find something to do with it.
I agree. I love mine. Again, I think probably 3 or 4 years old now. So I went a green that they did
Ugh.
years ago, years and years ago. It's really lightweight. It is really slim. So you'll fit 6 cards and maybe a little bit of folded up cash as well. And
Six is
I mean,
push. I mean, credit cards, it's pushing it. I reckon but you can do it.
you can
Um,
do it.
yeah.
Like you can do it for sure. But I like using it, especially when I'm wearing like suits,
Yeah, true.
or jeans that sort of you don't want that like big bulge
Yeah. Well,
at
no one wants
the
a bulge
pocket.
in the suit.
No one wants a bulge in the suit, right? So I really like it for that. It's lightweight. Again, aerospace grade aluminium.
Yeah.
Is the material we've gone
Pure
for.
flex.
But yeah, as you said, it keeps all the essentials in there. So that's 68 US. Now, just to recap, 48 on the T, 45 on the keycap, 68 on the inventory. Now, if you buy them all together, 10% off. That's the combo deal. It's worth doing. It's probably about 20 US off.
I got a question, Andy. So this stuff,
Yep.
it's often like limited numbers and
Uh
like
huh.
you buy in advance. It's like a group buy thing in keyboard
Yep.
world. So
Exactly.
how does this work with this combo deal?
Okay. So this is open for pre-order. It's going to be open for a couple of weeks. Usually, RAMA Works keep their pre-orders open for sort of 3 to 4. It depends what other projects are coming up,
Hmm.
etc. So if you want something, just do it because there's no sort of set closing date, but it's probably going to be another 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep.
Once it closes, that's when production starts. So if you order, say, all 3 things, it'll all be shipped when they're all produced and ready to go.
Hmm.
The keycaps and the wallets are going to take a little bit longer. It's probably going to be 6 to 8 weeks on those. The t-shirts are being made locally, so that'll be a bit quicker.
Yep.
But if you're getting all 3, just bear that in mind. It is a group buy, and these are all made to order, so it's not like there's going to be stock once it's up.
Yeah. So if you like it, buy it now.
Yeah,
Yep.
unlike our previous t-shirts where we kind of invested all in the stock, we're just going to wait and see how this goes.
Yeah.
If the response on Instagram is anything to go by, really, really strong, which
Nice.
is awesome to see.
Yep.
Obviously, these are available worldwide. RAMAWorks.store is where you can find it all, of course. And yeah, it's a great way to support us. It's a great way to support RAMAWorks. And it's I think it all looks really, really cool and is worth buying.
Absolutely, Andy. So is there anything else we need to know, or should we wrap the episode here?
Yeah, I think we can wrap this little update here, ramaworks.store, and just
Yep.
plug in Rama's Burgers and yeah, see for yourself. We'll
And we'll
post some
link it.
pics to
We'll link
Instagram.
everything up. So yeah.
Everything will be linked up. But yeah, really proud of this. Proud of this. The output and the opportunity.
Well, yeah. So for me, I think usually we thank episode sponsors and Major Time and all that sort of stuff. But for this one, I think first and foremost we have to thank Rama Works. So the
Yeah,
whole team there that I know have done a lot of work. The design guys as well, but also you, Andy. Like you've done heaps of stuff on this, and I've just sort of been. Every so often, you send me a message saying, "Hey, this is what it looks like." I'm like, "Hey, that's cool." Which, yeah, really well done. I think it looks really exciting, and I can't wait to check them out.
amazing. Well, ramaworks.store. We'll see you guys on Friday.
Bye.